I told you that to say this. Um, I got to, I mean, there was friends, people would come to me, and I would go to their house, and I would communicate, and there was things, that I couldn't have known. There's no way I could have known this without, you know, the spiritual communication between the two people that knew what the other one was saying, but I didn't know, you know, so, um, but it got, really popular. Then I started to read palms, which I wasn't really reading palms. It's just I don't really know all about the palm reading and stuff. I just know that whenever I get around people, I get pictures and images in my head, and I feel things that come off of them, and I don't. It's a gift, and I really have not. Um, I really haven't mastered that. Um, I don't know all that yet. I'm still in, I'm still learning. But anyhow, I know that it is a gift. But back in 2000, it started getting really bad back in 2007. I was at work one day, and I was getting on the internet to do part of my job, and I saw this thing come across that said Anna Nicole Smith collapses, and then it come back up and it said Anna Nicole Smith dies. And I didn't like Anna Nicole Smith. I didn't know anything about her because I'm the type of person, I'm all about like seeing all that stuff, because I think that it's very degrading to women, and I really fight against that. So I really didn't know anything about her. I didn't like her or anything like that. But anyway, I don't remember coming home that night. I do remember the dream that I had. I dreamt that I was looking out my bedroom window, and I was looking down in my neighbor's yard, and she was laying in a bed, and her back was facing me, and she had a big, ridiculously big, huge red bow in her hair, and she had a white blanket that was all the way up to her chin. And she turned around and she looked at me and she said, "Look what he's done to us." And I was like, "What? What are you talking to me for? What?" So, and then I looked over, and Ozzy Osbourne was standing in the street singing "No More Tears." And I hadn't. I'm not really big into music videos and music and all that stuff. I'm more like an artsy type person as far as like pictures, photography, stuff like that. But anyway, somebody said that he was standing in his video for that song in the rain, but the rain was just pouring on him. But anyway, I don't know. But he was standing in the rain in my dream. Then the dream switched over, and I was at like a theme park, and Anna started tattooing herself on me from my collarbone all the way down to my feet. And she was standing there, and she was wearing a dress that was slit all the way up to her hip. It was a white dress. It looked wet. I don't know what kind of material it was or anything, but anyway, that's not important. But she started tattooing herself all the way, all the way to my feet, and I was like, "What are you doing? Back off. What are you doing to me?" So, trying to make a long story short, this spirit told me that she was Anna Nicole Smith, and she wanted me to get in touch with people for her, and she wanted me to help her with things. And so I did. I mean, my world was consumed with Anna, and everything became pink around my house. Everything became Anna Nicole Smith, and everything became Marilyn Monroe, because she was, she was always, she loved Marilyn, so she wanted everything Marilyn, everything Marilyn. And I never have been a big Marilyn fan. I've just not been into the celebrity scene thing. But anyhow, she stayed around me, and I mean, consumed my life up until 2000, late 2010. And then others were coming into the picture rapidly. And by this point, I was having like reading parties, is what I would call them, where I would go and I would read their palm and stuff like that. And I was doing these, and I was thinking about doing this all the time. And then other spirits started to line up. It was kind of like, I don't know, me communicating with her opened up some kind of portal, and so all of them were just like lining up, standing to talk to me, and I was so excited about that sometimes. But most of the time, I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't think, because they were constantly on me. Just, it was a lot of pressure. But anyway, I did get in touch with some people that knew Anna, close friends and relatives. But anyway, they knew what I was saying. I mean, it's like she was communicating with me, and I didn't know what they knew. Same thing. I mean, they knew what they were talking about, but I didn't know what they were talking about. I was just relaying it. But anyway, so then other celebrities started to pop up into the picture, like they wanted to, I don't know, they wanted me to help them. I thought they wanted me to help them, so I was willing to do that. And so Marilyn kind of stopped. She stepped into the picture for a little bit, and after that, she didn't stay around long, because Jim Morrison came into the picture. And whenever Jim Morrison came into the picture, he kind of blew the other two out of the water. And there was other ones lined up just waiting. And so there was so many of them, and I know Satanists want me to tell you who they are. But I'm not going to. He's wanting me to say that, but I'm not going to. And I know this video is probably going to be long, but I really want to do this for God. I really want to do this. So anyway, Jim was hanging out, and Jim was like my best friend. He was awesome. He was so, I mean, he was fun and sweet. I listened to the Doors music whenever I was younger and stuff, and older. Well, I listened to the Doors music a lot, but I didn't know him from anything. I didn't, like I said, I'm not a big music fan, so I don't know people, but all that. Anyway, April, I think it was April or June, I think it was June of 2011, we had I was down in my carport, and I was standing at the back of my car, and I was still paying on my car, and I was angry at James, and that guy, that came to be Isaiah's dad. Me and him were we were in an argument, and I was standing at the back of my car, and I was like, you spirits, I'm always helping y'all, and I never ask y'all for help. I never do. But I'm asking you now, would you please, for the love of Pete, would you please pay off this bleepity bleep car so that I can leave him? And, about a few minutes later, it started to thunder. The sky went black, and tornadoes hit the south, and they raged through here. And it done some damage around my home, and after I got the damaged stuff fixed and all that, I was able to pay off my car, and that was all within a month and a half.